Hello everyone, ObiVanDamme here and welcome back to Let's Play Timberborn. In the last episode we set up our Iron Teeth settlement right here, well, on the plains map as usual. We almost had the entire colony starve to death because I completely underestimated the time required to actually grow all of these carrots. But it looks good now. We have lots of berries and we have lots of carrots, so everything is looking good. We also have okay stockpile of water, and I think in half a day the next drought comes. I think we should be able to finish this dam, which means this river will not dry out during the drought. So that's great. So in this episode, I would like to grow our population enough to fill all the open jobs and also to start with research, because we are going to need a lot of research relatively quickly in order to start building. And speaking of building, I think what I forgot last time is the explanation why I chose the Iron Teeth in the beginning. So from what I have seen, the amount of buildings that are solid, like the industrial log pile, is a little bit bigger for the Iron Teeth. So for example, the industrial log pile is solid, while the regular log pile for the Folktails is not. And also some of their structures are really interesting to build with. For example, the barracks, which is a solid structure that is already 2 stories tall right from the start, which means you cannot build on top of it without support structure, because beavers can only build on the ground below them or 1 story tall. So they can build on top of the industrial log pile, for example, or on top of the warehouse, but they will not be able to build on top of the barracks because this is 2 stories high. And I think that makes for a little bit more, for a bit of a challenge in terms of building. So let's see, we are almost done, but I think water flow is already stopping. Yeah, so we will not be able to fully prevent the river from drying out. I think the remaining water will leave. It leaves relatively slowly through this one gap. Maybe we'll be quick enough. Also, the last thing, and then we will just get back to the last thing I want to talk about before we start building, is there seem to be a lot of people out there who are looking for tips and tricks in terms of how to build certain structures, or how to build vertically, or just look for general advice on building, or some samples on what is actually possible in the game. So if you have any questions regarding the building system, or if you want to if you struggle with a project of yourself, just let me know. I'm really happy to help all of you and give you some advice that I figured out on the way. For example, if you plan to build vertically, even if it's just 2 stories or 3 stories tall, give the ground floor, like in this case the industrial stockpile, some room towards the street. So don't build it like this, or build another one right next to it. You need some room for support structures. So you have platforms and stairs and all of that stuff. We don't have ladders yet. Maybe they will come later, I don't know. But you need room for these support structures. So don't build too close together if you want to go into the vertical direction. That's the first thing. So we have 1 unemployed. Oh, the 2 unemployed people over here are from the district. I think I will just delete it for the moment. We know where it should go. But just to not get confused, let's remove it real quick. So yeah, we still have some water left. That's great. So with 1 more, we can now make this 4 people. So they will quickly finish the demolition of these crops, of these resources. Or I think they should. are they doing? They should be finished with building. So there's no more... Oh, speaking of building, if you plan on doing something that's a bit farther away, look at the range of your district. So you can see we do not have the range to reach this area, and that's why there's nothing being built. So we need to extend the path down here to increase the range of the city district. These buildings have a range that's independent from the road network. I think it's just a fixed number of tiles away from the entrance. But the city district can be extended using streets or roads. So there's that. And now they should start to remove this. Yeah, perfect. That's working. And I think this field is already bigger than what these two farmhouses can manage. So that's also something that I tend to do, is set one farmhouse to harvesting and one farmhouse to planting, so that all the plants that get harvested are replanted immediately. And as long as there's nothing to plant, the planting house will also harvest. That's how you get a pretty good yield, I think. Let's build some more of these. Because otherwise, if you have both of them set to harvesting, they will harvest the entire field until nothing is there to harvest. And then they will start planting. And then as soon as they are done with planting everything, they will just sit and wait, because there's nothing for them to do. So having one set to planting and one to harvesting makes the or reduces the downtime of the farmers. So the drought ended. That was pretty quick. That's fine. Let's see how the situation is in here. Babies are born. Maybe we will need some more breeding pots. And I'm now at 4. Let's add one more barracks right here. And let's also add... Oh, I think that was wrong. Like this. Let's add 2 more breeding pots like this. Okay, this warehouse is already full. I don't want berries in here. So what we are going to do is add another warehouse, small one, right. Maybe right here. Let's do what I just told you. Let's give these solid structures a little bit of room to get upstairs. So we'll build another warehouse right here, and that's the one that's just for berries. Let's go with a long non, it's easier, and then accept berries like this. Okay, perfect. So the amount of logs we have is pretty good. And with these new beavers coming in, we should get up to a pretty nice population really quickly. Okay, so let's see what we need for the science. The inventor just needs wood. Okay, so we can already start building them. And we will do 4 of these right from the start, right here. They will move later, but just for now we can leave them like there. I don't want to use farmland for buildings that don't require irrigation. So ideally all of these buildings will move up a little bit, maybe to, or maybe, wait a second, we can already do that. Let's delete these. And let's bring them up to right here. So this will not regrow anyways. So I think what I would like to have is just some space right here. Maybe something like that. We need this road anyways to reach this spot right here. That's where we'll build the levees. to cut off this area when we flood this, so that's fine. Then we can build the inventors right here. Just build 4 of them. Nice. Yeah, and I think the berries storage can go right here. Do something like this. Let's do empty storage. We will prioritize this to be built first because we don't have the beaver population to fill in the inventors. Anyway, what you can do is we can reduce this to 2. And then we should get 1. Yeah, so science is on the way. Perfect. I think what I would like to do down here is put in a second pair of farm houses, and then plant sunflower seeds down here. But first I want to have inventors. So berries are almost cleared out. Yeah, this is our berry storage. Hopefully they will grab some of the berries from right here. Okay, 18 science. It's taking quite a while. Well-being is at 4. That's fine. So the first thing I would like to unlock, of course, is the wooden stairs. Oh, the wooden stairs needs planks anyways. Okay. So we need to set up... in that case, the first thing we want to unlock is the forester to regrow all of our trees. And then we will build the lumber mill and the power station. The compact wheel. I think this will go right here. I'm not sure where to build that. We could use this area right here for the moment. So food production is looking good. We don't need the other food yet, so let's just use this area right here for power at the moment. So we'll have one of these to produce 40, which is barely enough to power a single what's it called? Lumber mill. So I'll do this. I'll leave some space here just in case we want to reroute some of the power, which I doubt for the moment. I think, well, maybe we can bring some power to here. We will see. But just in case we want to route it somewhere else, I will leave some space here. Okay, the inventor huts. All 4 of them are operational. So yeah, now power is coming in nicely. So let's unlock the forester. And the forester, does this already need planks? It does. I think we can still add it to right here already. Forester. Yeah, forester can go right here. We need to be careful in this general area because once we have drought season, this will dry out. So that's another hint. If you have an area that you want to reforest, which will dry out in the dry season, it is recommended to use fast-growing trees in that area. So like birch, for example. Pine, I think, is okay too, but don't plant your maple trees in an area that will dry out in the drought, because this will cost you a lot of... Worst case, they will die. But even if not, the time they are not growing and the amount of wood you lose is gigantic, so don't do that. So we will use all of this for maple trees, and then we'll replant pine. I think that should work. Something like this. Maybe we can do birch over here, but I'm not sure if that's necessary. Okay, power wheel is already here. Produces enough power. Produces 60. We need 50 over here, so that's fine. I can also unlock the wooden stairs, which is great, because that means we can already build this. And the platform is 100. Okay, we need to wait for that. The amount of beavers we get is pretty good. Currently have 9 children. Ideally, you want to have some unemployed beavers. That's also something I learned the hard way. If you don't have unemployed beavers... Oh, we also need more pumps. If you don't have enough unemployed beavers, you will get... yeah, as soon as some of them die of old age, which will happen, especially if your population is larger, more will die at the same time. And then all of a sudden you have lots of buildings that are not operated, and this will at some point potentially collapse your society. I had that issue. So if I'm not careful with that, things like this might happen. I think we will need some more water tanks. Set some more right here. I want to empty this so I can place another water pump there, which means this is at the wrong location. This needs to be right here, because we will need that area for road. And this, of course, first priority for workplace and for construction. Come on, guys. Always keep an eye on the water. Food is fine. Water is an issue. Come on, we need to finish this right now. Okay. 2-person pumping water. 6, 7. Yeah, especially at the iron teeth, you need... how long does this take? I'm not sure how fast they grow, but each needs 5 water and 2 berries, which at the moment is a lot. Okay, so this is empty, which means you can delete this and then add a 3rd pump right here. Ideally, later the water storage will also move, because yeah, we will need this irrigated land if the society becomes big enough. So we can move the water up to here. Currently I have 2 unemployed beavers, which is good. I think we can unlock the platform. Platform is good. So with the platform unlocked, I can build one over here. Yep. And then if we add roads to it, we can then use these platforms to add more of these water wheels down here to increase the power production. So let's just add... Why not? Let's just add 5. Looks great. And then we have this entire area for powered structures. Okay, see, some of them already died of old age and we are now back to 0 unemployed people. Oh, and also the forester is finished. Nice. Okay, great. So that's also good. Alright, so things are looking good. We can get rid of this warehouse. Not sure what we'll use this for, but we'll find a use for it. What I would also like to do, I'm not sure if the range is sufficient, not yet, but if we add another dam right here, this area will not dry out as well, because at the moment it will. This will all dry out because we have this gap right here. So adding a dam in here might be a good idea for the moment. Let's do this. Or maybe even better. Let's delete these again. Sorry. Yeah, we'll just do it straight down here. Ideally, the dam goes at that spot. Or ideally, it would be here, but this is still fine. Now let's go ahead and demolish everything in here. Let's also demolish this, and then we'll bring a path down here. Like so. Let's also try to fill in these 2 spots. All right, so that's looking pretty good so far. The food situation has stabilized. Water is also okay. We are now lacking wood because everything is cut down, which is okay. That was somewhat expected. This is already full with berries. So how did we... Oh, there are still berries in here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm not sure if we need any... Well, we can. Just thinking about adding more berry. Yeah, we can do a vertical one. Let's do that. That's exactly what I said before. Let's go to landscaping. It looks nice. So let's do this. I also want to unlock the double platform. This, and then we can just stack some of the warehouses. Like this. Path, go right here, and right here, I think. Let me do this, and this path will go right here. And then we can also unlock the first decoration, which should be the shrub. We can do shrub right here. And I also want to unlock the roof, 1 by 2. Just because it looks nice. Something like this. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that a nice warehouse? And all of these will go pure berries. So yeah, like this. That's how you build a stacked warehouse. That's what why I suggested you put some space between here. And you can do the exact same thing with the industrial log pile. So let's create the exact same thing over here, and then we will need some time. Yeah, no, that's fine. So let's go storage, industrial log pile like this, and then like this. I'm not sure if I want what we can build on top of this. But it's okay. Where's the stairs? Right here. So we do this, and then decoration shrub. Shrub will go right here. And then we have this right here. What are we going to do here? Well, we can unlock this. And then build something like that. Not sure. That looks great. Okay, and with that, thank you very much for watching. We are at the end of this episode, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.